What could make thousands of fans stop scrolling with just one photo? As Jungkook and Jin quietly walked out together in Paris, every camera suddenly turned toward them. There were no dramatic gestures, no words, just one unexpected moment that immediately had ARMY paying attention. Was this simply a normal exit, or was there something everyone else seemed to notice? The closer people looked, the more questions appeared. Stay until the end, because the detail that has everyone talking might completely change the way you see this Paris moment. The moment Jungkook and Jin stepped out together in Paris, the atmosphere outside instantly changed. Cameras that had been waiting in silence suddenly erupted with flashes, and every movement became the center of attention. It lasted only a few seconds, yet those few seconds were enough to spark countless conversations across the BTS community. Fans quickly began replaying every frame, convinced there was something about this appearance that made it feel different from an ordinary public exit. What stood out wasn't a dramatic action or an obvious event. Instead, it was the calm confidence they carried as they walked side by side through the crowd. Surrounded by security and photographers, neither seemed distracted by the chaos around them. Their composed expressions only made the moment more intriguing, leaving fans wondering whether there was a bigger story hidden behind such a simple walk. As more photos and clips surfaced online, people started noticing details they had missed at first glance. The timing of their appearance, the coordinated black outfits, the overwhelming media presence, and the anticipation surrounding Paris all combined to create a scene that felt unusually significant. Every new angle seemed to inspire another wave of discussion, with fans carefully examining every second in search of clues that others might have overlooked. Paris has often been the backdrop for unforgettable celebrity moments, but this appearance immediately became one of the most talked about among ARMY. Without saying a single word, Jungkook and Jin managed to capture everyone's attention. Their effortless presence reminded fans why even the simplest moments involving BTS can spread around the world within minutes. The biggest mystery, however, wasn't where they were walking or who was waiting for them. It was why this particular moment felt so different. Thousands of fans agreed that there was an atmosphere surrounding the scene that couldn't easily be explained. Sometimes it isn't a major announcement or an unexpected event that captures the world's attention. Sometimes it's simply two global stars sharing a quiet moment that somehow says more than words ever could. And just when everyone thought they had already seen the most interesting part of their Paris appearance, another detail from that day began circulating among fans, raising even more questions than answers. That next moment would only make the story surrounding Jungkook and Jin in Paris even more impossible to ignore. The more people watched the footage from Paris, the more they realized this wasn't just another celebrity arrival. Every second seemed to reveal something new. Jungkook and Jin never rushed, never reacted to the growing wall of cameras around them, and never appeared distracted by the attention surrounding them. Their calm expressions became the biggest mystery of all. While photographers fought to capture the perfect shot, the two BTS members simply continued walking as if the noise around them had disappeared. Within minutes, screenshots from every possible angle began flooding social media. Fans zoomed in on tiny details, comparing photos, replaying short clips frame by frame, and trying to understand why this particular appearance felt so unforgettable. Some believed it was the confidence they carried. Others pointed to the atmosphere surrounding the moment itself. Whatever the reason, one thing became impossible to ignore. This was no longer just a simple walk outside a building. The excitement grew even larger because Paris has always been a city filled with unforgettable fashion events, luxury appearances, and global celebrities. Yet somehow, Jungkook and Jin managed to dominate conversations without saying a single word. Their presence alone created a level of anticipation that most artists could only dream of. Every new photo seemed to spread faster than the last, reaching millions of fans across different countries in only a matter of hours. As the discussion continued, another question quietly began to take over the fandom. Why did this appearance feel so carefully observed? Fans weren't only watching where Jungkook and Jin were going. They were watching how they moved, how they interacted with the people around them, and how effortlessly they handled the overwhelming attention. The smallest details suddenly became the biggest topics online. Even casual viewers who weren't following BTS closely found themselves curious about the growing buzz. There was something undeniably cinematic about the scene. The luxury cars waiting outside, the security team creating space through the crowd, the constant flashes from photographers, and the calm confidence of two global superstars created an image that looked almost unreal. It felt like a scene from a movie rather than an ordinary public appearance. But what happened next made the conversation even more interesting. As additional photos and videos from different angles continued to appear, fans noticed another small detail that many had completely missed during the first wave of excitement. It wasn't loud, dramatic, or obvious, yet it immediately became one of the most discussed moments from their Paris appearance. That single detail is now making thousands of fans revisit the original footage once again, convinced that the first impression wasn't the complete story. And the closer people look, the more they realize there may still be one final moment hidden in plain sight that almost everyone overlooked at first glance.